Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Dual Strike. Next up is going to be Mission 11, The Long March. Oh, okay, this is the lab mission, I guess. It does not appear that I had any options for choosing a different mission. So it seems like, unlike Black Hole Rising, where even once you unlock the lab mission, it's optional. Seems like here, once you unlock the lab mission, you have to do it. Which is fine, I would do it either way regardless, but it's an interesting change. Violence inhibitor overridden. Jugger, who are you kidding? You clearly don't have a violence inhibitor in the first place. Okay. Colin, how do you make this mistake? I guess this would be a more understandable mistake in Japanese, where L and R are interchangeable. In English, it makes no sense. Okay, so what's the story? It looks like, just as we did in some Black Hole Rising maps, we're controlling two separate forces. So we've got blue down here. They have a couple factories and a port. And they start with a couple of battleships, a submarine, a cruiser. Okay. Okay, the enemy has neo-tanks and medium tanks, and generally looks kind of scary from what we can see of them. Our orange team has a bunch of artillery, medium tank, a recon, and yeah, it's a fog of war map. Where is the lab that we have to capture then? Okay, it's here. Inside these four trees. I feel like that could be called out better. It's not even remotely obvious. But we found it. And our objective is to capture it. Or destroy all enemy units. Okay. And there's reds or oranges HQ and blues. So, who do we want to deploy for this special mission? Max won't be a great choice if indirect fire units are really important, and it looks like they are. Blue starts off with production structures, so they would definitely benefit from Colin and Sasha. Maybe I should just make Rachel our default commander on the orange side. And I believe I said earlier that if I have a choice as to whether to use Jake or not, I'm never going to use him because he annoys me. Apologies to any big Jake fans. If you are a big Jake fan, that is fine. There is nothing wrong with it. I am not a big fan. Okay, so I think that we're going to go with these teams. Let's see what we can do. Now, the black boats seem interesting. The ability to have boats that can repair one hit point to adjacent units is pretty cool. Unless I'm missing something about them that's crazily broken, though. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge game changer. It doesn't seem as significant as neo-tanks. Still, either way, I'm looking forward to acquiring them. This is such Sonic CD style music, especially the original Japanese soundtrack. Like, this is pure Japanese soundtrack from Sonic CD kind of music. We should probably do something about the enemy's Neo-tanks. Oh, my cat is now sitting on my keyboard tray and pressing up against my chest. Nothing in range of this guy. The enemy has a cruiser, a sub, and a black boat. I don't think any of those can attack units on the land. Maybe I should move this recon to where it will hopefully reveal some more stuff. Oh boy, we're in range of this artillery. And yeah, they have a lot of stuff and some of it is scary. I guess we'll try to bombard them as they presumably make their way around this slalom toward us. I guess our HQ is potentially vulnerable, so we should probably leave somebody behind to protect it. Maybe just park a single infantry on it. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Let's see. Send another recon forward. See if we can tell what kind of opposition stands between us and the enemy lab. I'm not seeing anything, which is very suspicious. There's no way it's completely undefended. I don't believe that for a second. Probably a bunch of enemies hiding in the trees or something. What can you shoot, Mr. MLRS? Get the cruiser, sub, or the black boat. I feel like targeting the black boat is maybe not a bad idea given its ability to repair. Or we could just immediately start softening up the enemy's combat navy. So what's Blue Moon got down here? Battleship, sub, cruiser, lander, battleship. Both the enemy cruiser and the sub are a threat. The sub is a threat to the battleships, and the cruiser is a threat to the sub. Let's get their sub. Oh, almost. Almost. Think that was Rachel's luck kicking in? I'm pretty sure that did more damage than it said it would do on paper. Sasha, this is very silly speculation. Sasha, what is complicated about maintaining your own army as you destroy the enemy? You act like this is some moral conundrum. Guys, you are overcomplicating this. I was just saying exactly that. You're correct, Colin. Kind heart is one way of putting it. Wondering about strange things that don't make much sense is another way. Let's see about finishing off this Neo tank here. Ooh, 45%. It's going to be close. Nice. Well done, Colin. Medium is maybe next priority. And we're going to want our sub to harass their naval units up here. Okay, we've got a couple cities we can capture. Probably want to get our cruiser up here to deal with the enemy submarine. Which... well, it's nearly dead as it is, but still finishing it off is not a bad plan. And what else am I going to do with my sub? Got a lander here. Should build an infantry here for capturing this other city. Other than that, I may want to save up for either ships or ground units that can more meaningfully hit the enemy from behind and do real damage, which at a minimum would mean medium tanks, I think, given the enemy's neo-tanks and mediums of their own. I don't think light tanks would accomplish much. Alright, looks like that's a turn then. I was afraid of that. But we're in a city, so the damage wasn't as bad as it could have been. What is that black bow doing? Offering itself up as a sacrifice? Okay. Oh, that cruiser's inside the dead zone of my MLRS. MLRS can't hit any really meaningful targets. To get the anti-air, let's get the black boat. I don't want it repairing stuff that I'm trying to destroy. I do like the look of the black boat. The silly little arms on it. I said before, it reminds me of something out of R-Type Command. Medium tank is higher priority, though. Oh, so close, so close. Come on, Rachel, get lucky. No, not in that way. Okay, we've already charged her power, which, good grief, I still haven't memorized what it is. Lucky Lass. Oh, that's right. Her passive isn't that she gets random luck boosts. It's that her troops increase base resupplies by 1, whatever that means. She has to use her special to get luck bonuses on her attacks. I forgot about that. Who's in range of my MLRS? Not much. Alright, let's let's just get their anti-air. Well done, well done. Should I be really bold and just charge forward with my recon? I should probably try harder than that to preserve it, huh? Let's just move forward cautiously. Who knows what's waiting in these trees? So I could try to go slow and start capturing these. Or I could just go for a quick win and go straight for the lab. It's impossible to know what the right call is because I don't know what's guarding the lab. If a lot of stuff is guarding it, the right call is probably to capture all this stuff and build up a force. If the lab is lightly defended, the right call is to go for the quick win. I'm gonna gamble and try for the quick win. Maybe the wrong decision. We'll find out. You stay here and continue to give me vision. You stay here and guard the headquarters. And I guess that's that. Alright. Team classy rich kids. Continue doing what damage you can from afar. Neo-tanks are highest priority target, I think. I don't really have much that can deal with Neo-tanks. Ah, not in range of the other battleship. We don't have any great targets here. I guess we're gonna have to try to weaken up the cruiser, huh? It's blocking my submarine. That's not ideal. Oh, look at that there in the status panel for the cruiser there on the left. It says it can attack surface ships now. I guess that innovation was introduced here in Dual Strike and not in Days of Ruin. That certainly makes it a better unit, I think. Now, I know submarines really suck against cruisers even with First Strike, but it might be able to finish it anyway. Looks like it should be able to. 22% against 2 HP. Okay, good. The battleship softened it up enough. Not positive that was the right call. Maybe it would have been better to have the battleship hit one of these, but the only really meaningful target it could hit was this tank, which, that's not really that great. If it could have hit a medium or a Neo tank, that would have been a juicier potential target. Don't want to use Colin's ability already. What could I buy if I do? I could get a medium tank. Or I could save up for another turn for even better purchasing next turn. For example, maybe if I wait until next turn and then use his power, I could get a medium and a Neo. I don't know that for sure, I'm just kind of spitballing. But that would certainly be worth it. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to wait one more turn and then use his ability. And get a whole big pile of money with it. Then see what we can buy to either harass the enemy from behind by moving some guys with this lander, catch him in a pincer attack, or get another battleship, maybe if we could afford one at that point. We'll decide that when we get there. You're a psycho clown, baby. Who do you think you're fooling? Okay, there is some stuff to the north, we know because the camera panned up there. Ooh, well, surviving with 1 pixel of health is surviving. Okay, they've made it to us. Oh, because he gets movement bonuses on the road, right? Okay, I didn't think that would accomplish much of anything, and it didn't. Oh, Neotank may accomplish more, but I'm pretty okay with the Neotank attacking Blue Moon's Navy instead of joining the fight against the Orange Forces. That actually, if anything, was a good outcome. Okay, yeah. Taking out the black boats makes sense because they're repairing all over the place. So when you do the tag power, you get to move all your units twice, it looks like. I didn't realize that it had that component to it. That seems just plain overpowered. That seems kind of crazy to me. I see why people say that this is not a well-balanced mechanic. That seems to be very true. Okay, way to suicide yourself while accomplishing nothing. Well done to you, Jugger. Yeah, this is crazy. This getting to move all your units twice. I definitely see why people are saying this is OP. And pretty broken. Okay, that was a little ridiculous, not gonna lie. So, what was your super, Rachel? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to buy skills. In my defense, it's the following day. I did not record back-to-back after all, I got too tired. Provides covering fire by launching 3 missiles from Orange Star HQ and Omega Land. I kind of like the sound of that. Although I'd be firing pretty blind, I can't see much right now. So, how helpful would that be really when I can't even see what I'm shooting at? Not very. It's kind of bad timing. Because I lost my recon, I can't see much of anything. I'm gonna try it anyway. Maybe this is a bad decision. Oh, it auto-targets. Okay, great. Doesn't even matter if I can't see then. Then that was a great decision to use that. Excellent. So I don't know how much damage it did since I can't see the results. Alright, you have made me angry. Prepare to get schooled, as Jake might say. Guess you can retreat to here and try to repair a bit. You continue guarding the headquarters. Recon should be very effective against, yeah, basic infantry. Wasn't expecting to take 2 damage in return fire, so that wasn't amazing, but c'est la vie. Don't want to move my APC up too far yet. I'll just move it to there. And that's it for Team Orange Star. Alright, Blue Moon. Show me the money. So we've got 22,800. That's not as good as I was hoping. So I think that waiting really didn't pan out. I didn't bother to stop and do the math. And yeah, that's fairly underwhelming. I could get a Neo tank. That's something. Of course, it's kind of slow, so it wouldn't do a great job of catching up to the enemy. Actually, it's faster than a medium. No, it's not that slow. It's as fast as a regular tank. Okay, fine. I completely take it back. It's not that slow. Now we can't really afford anything particularly good. We can get a recon. That would be helpful for spotting. I guess my cruiser can try to do a little bit of spotting like that. Okay, cruiser's about to die. But it did spot that artillery for me, which my battleship may destroy with this shot. Okay, its sacrifice was not in vain. Okay. I reckon that will do for Blue Moon's turn. At least next turn they'll be able to start ferrying a pursuit force across the water, a Neo tank and a recon. Harass the enemy from behind a little bit, and do more spotting. Yeah, we all knew this was coming. Okay, oh no, they got my recon. That's no bueno. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world there. So what could have spotted that artillery? The enemy could have a recon that can see it. I'm trying to figure out how much it's cheating with regard to the Fog of War, and I'm just not sure. I'm kind of bad at working out what the AI should legally be able to see versus not, so I don't trust myself when determining if it's cheating or not. Good. Doesn't seem like there is a ton of stuff defending the lab unless they're just holding a bunch of things in reserve in these trees up here, which maybe they could be. Things are not looking great for Orange Star. Our best hope is that not much is defending the lab, and if that's not true, we're just going to have to capture stuff here to build up our forces, and it'll be a pretty slow process. Okay, let's prepare the pursuit force. Okay. Oh, I lost vision of that black boat. Oh well, not the end of the world. Not much of a turn, really. Mostly we were just positioning. What would be the best thing to build next? Should we try to build more land pursuers? Save up for a battleship? Maybe more land pursuers. Yeah, that may be the best. Oh. He put his black boat in my port to prevent me from building anything there. How cheeky. You know, we can check the report to see how many enemies that, or how many units the enemy has, can't we? That's information that's not hidden. Maybe not here, though. Status. Okay, they have 26 and we've destroyed 9. They have an enormous number of units left, then. Okay, that bodes poorly. Especially if all those unaccounted for units are up here. Well, we'll find out. I lost my scout, my recon. So we'll do ad hoc scouting with the tank. Doesn't look like the lab is that well defended, again, unless there's a bunch of stuff hiding in the woods. Okay, help us, Blue Moon. Aid us in our time of need. 66% of 7 hit points. So they stand a good chance of destroying this. Okay, good. Pursue! I'm guessing the recon would not accomplish much against the tank. No, it would accomplish nothing. Good. Okay, so the enemy had a recon there. So it's pretty legit that they saw a lot of my units because of that recon. Maybe they'll see a bit less now that I've destroyed it. Could be. Alright, let's use Colin's power again. I forgot about this guy. He's very annoying. I don't think my infantry are going to accomplish... No, they can't attack him at all. Alright, so I think we'll have 24,000 after I use his power now, right? Because we increase our current funds by 50%. Yep. Okay, good. Let's grab another Neo tank and a regular tank. And that's pretty much it for Blue Moon's turn, then. We're going to have to spend a turn or two blowing up the stupid black boat so we can get back in our own port. Oof, that sucked. Honestly, the only thing that recon needs to do is not die entirely. It can take all the damage in the world as long as it's still alive. I just need it to spot for me. Okay, well, now we find out if there's anything waiting for us in these trees. There is not. Not those trees, at least. Now, I think the enemy tank is possibly somewhere on this bottom row. Is there anything in these trees? No. There's the enemy tank it's repairing. I thought there was a good chance of that. My PC will be fairly safe there. Still not dropping off my infantry. We seem to be doing a pretty good job of holding off the enemy's pursuit. Their casualties should really be mounting at this point. Yeah, Lost has gone from, what, 9 to 14? They still have tons of unaccounted for units. Wonder where they all are. How much ammo do you have left? 1. Nothing in range. Move forward a bit, I guess. And that's it for another Orange Star turn. Going pretty well. I think we may be about to take over the enemy lab, barring any big unexpected developments. Alright, Recon, pursuant to what I was saying before, I just need you spotting for me. Nah, finish it off with the sub. Yeah, we know. Down it goes. Bring the battleship forward. I don't really care about this basically dead tank. Okay, it's the only thing in range of this battleship though, so... farewell. Only 25% even with a Neo tank. We're never going to get this thing out of our port. We're going to have to move the battleship in to take it out, I guess. Well, I'm not sure these guys are ever getting off this island. Alright, Neo Tank, go! Alright, looks like that's gonna do it for that turn. I think victory is near. And it looks like my gamble that the enemy lab was poorly defended is gonna pay off. It does seem that the defenses around it were pretty poor. I don't want this thing repairing back up too high. Still not ready to begin the capture operation yet. I don't need this tank pinging my... Wait a minute. No, we can. We can begin it. Because that tank now cannot touch this guy. Okay, good. Quit trying to capture my property, you jerk. Alright, now we have to reload the MLRS. That was worth it, though. Get lost. Quick reload for him. Let's bring the artillery forward. Kind of crazy to charge with an artillery, but... Alright, we got this duder here. Neo-tanks are so silly looking. Oh, the black boat vacated my port for some reason. I don't know why, but thanks. This is all pretty darn unnecessary, I believe, but... How much fuel have you got left? 14 out of 60. Okay. There's the black boat that just vacated my port, I think. May lose our tank here? Yeah, but that's okay. Because we're about to finish it off with our medium. Oh, it's over, Psycho Baby Clown. Come on. Who do you think you're trying to kid? Alright. Like I said, my gamble that the lab was poorly defended paid off. If there was a bunch of stuff hiding in these trees, that would not have worked going aggressively for the lab like that. APC. Unless the enemy has some kind of amazing plan to take my HQ, I do believe we've won. And even if they do, we'll take their lab before they would take the HQ, so yeah, we're golden. Well done to us. I'll blow some stuff up just for fun and profit. Well, mostly for fun. There's not really much profit. Where'd the enemy's black boat go over here, up to the north? I was going to bring this sub back to port for refueling, but it doesn't matter. The mission's going to be over before it runs out of fuel anyway. So let's get a gratuitous kill. Like the heroes we are. More unnecessary maneuvers. And, alright, what you got up your sleeve, Black Hole? It would have to be something pretty amazing to pull out a win at this point. Well, Using your tag power and getting 2 turns in a row could lead to something. Okay, nothing special happened whatsoever. We win. Your black boat designs are ours. I wonder if we're still going to call them black boats when they're red or blue instead. Fear capacitor overloading. You're leaving to go get your butt kicked on another battlefield again, eh, Cole? Again, maybe I'm overlooking something and the black boats are actually amazing. But I'm still not convinced that it's going to be a game changer. I mean, it'll be nice to have boats that can repair, but... Alright, to close out the video, let's try to remember to apply some skills. If we can do that in the main menu.
Mission complete. Move out.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so the start button selects the next mission. I thought the A button only did that. I was trying to bring up a menu to apply some skills. Okay, reset the game. Where's reset? Here it is. Okay, reload. How about select? Select does nothing. Okay, no, I don't want to quit. X or Y, do nothing. L and R, do nothing. Okay, maybe go back to the main menu and we can apply skills from here? Maybe? I don't really see anything that looks like it would do that. Maybe you can only apply skills on the pre-battle screen, which seems to me like a bit of poor UI design, because that's the place where I'm least likely to remember to do it, because my mind is on the battle to come, not on leveling up my guys. It would make more sense to do that after a battle is over. So yeah, that seems like slightly awkwardly designed UI to me, but we'll see if next time I remember to check out the skill system, or if I forget once again. Can you handle the suspense? Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.